All right, everybody, welcome to Tremorable Live. We're going to do a complete Discord overview. And while I'm not always long-winded when I talk about my Discord, prepare for a tornado. Yeah, so I definitely like this particular topic because a lot of creativity went into building this thing, and there's a lot of pieces here, and most people don't know how to use it. And I am very limited in time when I have our one-on-ones that are included here to get you guys all in there. So you got to ask good questions, which you usually don't have later. Anyway, so I'm going to just give you kind of a teardown view of this. We're going to start up here in the top on the for events button right here. So you click on that, and it's basically going to show you all of the live stuff that we have, including the webinar, and things come in and out whenever we have a feature in here. You'll be able to click it on the top. You can click on the interested button that will add you to the number of people in here. You can copy the link to save it for later, etc. But if you click on the interested button when it opens, you will see it show up on your screen up here in the corner. I'm on a PC, by the way. Mac might be very similar. Phones are different, though. So you'll see who's in it and be able to go from there. Server boost is nothing. Don't worry about that. I take care of all the boosts for the server. We don't need anybody doing any of that stuff. Then you have the number of people in the server. Then the next one here is start here. And then you see these little carrots right here. You can click these to open and close things. There's a ton of data in our server and a ton of channels, and all designed to give you the experience that you want out of it. So they are all kind of collapsible, or you can get rid of them. So the start here section, this is really for if you are just considering joining, or you're already joining and you want to get started up, kind of first week on the job sort of thing. So, click on the welcome page, and that's just basically showing you the just an introduction and everything else here. Then we have a startup list. So this one's really key. In here, when you open it up, the way Discord works, you open up the most recent content. What I do to counteract that, to make things easier for people, is I always put I start the channel with a table of contents that I edit, and I add all the videos and stuff and information in there for helping people out into that afterwards. But at the end of each message, I will put a back to the table of contents link. So you click on that, it'll drive you all the way back to the top. So you'll be back into the top here now. You'll be able to read the highlighted pages here, which are the most important ones that give you what to do. And inside those, you have links to other parts in the server to tell you the responses to those. So let me just go through that real quickly with you. Again, so if you're looking for our boot camp, here's a link to the boot camp on the outside. That is our free boot camp. You can get 2 free indicators there that will help you with SMAs and high lows. You'll also get our weekly excuse me, our weekly boot camp kick, which is a graphic trading concept that you can play with, and then and other stuff. And you have the full-on boot camp. It's a self-guided tour. You can also send me a message on WAP in there, and I will respond to you there too if you have any help or you need any difficulties, whatever. That's through boot camp. Otherwise, you would be subscribing for live, which would give you access to everything in the server. But let's just carry on through here. So here you have the next thing, which is probably the most important thing for your experience on here, is the roles channel. The roles channel is now called the server access channel right here. So this channel right here, you can probably see. Let's see if you can see it. We'll go in here, permissions, and do we have everyone? Cannot view the channel. Right, that's right. You can't, because you have to be a member in order to do that, because you're adding all of the accesses to the channel. We're going to go through that in a minute, but that's where that is. And then we have a table of contents here. So of all the content in this particular channel, Webull is a brokerage account that I recommend for beginners. Here's some information about it. Here's a referral link. Here's information about unsettled funds, which is actually finally no longer valid for day trading. So we don't have the PDT trade rules anymore. So if you're a futures trader, you may want to consider getting back into trading options and stocks with the PDT rules removed. That means that you no longer have to wait 24 hours for your account to settle. You can get a margin account, and you will be able to trade all day with those funds back and forth. Margin account does not mean that they're giving you money to utilize it. It just means that you are getting the ability to trade your funds at the conclusion of each trade. So you can day trade 5 trades with the same amount of money all day long and not have to worry about it. That's why you want a margin account. If you have a cash account, there was a reason for that with the PDT rules. Those are gone. Almost all the brokerages have removed all of those restrictions. So switch to a margin account now, not margin to borrow, just a margin account so that you can trade your money over and over and over again during the day without having to wait 24 hours for settled funds. These are the data packages you need. Nothing for Webull. Here's how you cancel any packages that you have. Uh, and here's where you download the desktop app. Make sure you use the desktop app if you have a desktop and not the browser version. The desktop app is 10 times better. TradingView. This is a requirement really to do what we do because of the way we have our indicators set up. We push data to you through TradingView every morning. So we shoot pointers, show up on your charts, ticker specific. So if you look trading SPY, you'll see pointers show up right on your chart in the morning once you update your indicator. So this is an absolutely crucial thing here. There are some tricks to signing up for TradingView to get a deep discount. Always sign up for the 30-day free trial, and then you can let it go. After about 10, 15 days, you can unsubscribe to that TradingView, and they will start sending you offers for 70, 80% off before the monthly ends for your free trial. There's a referral link here too if you need one or if you want to. Necessary add-on data packages, those are listed here. And then the Trend Rebel indicators are here. There's a integration that you need to do with TradingView and WAP, and that is something that I will help you with on your first one-on-one if you haven't already figured it out. So no panicking there. Also, there's an integration for Discord, getting your Discord account integrated with WAP. And if you have trouble with that, you can always find me in the lobby of this Discord or open up a ticket, and I will help you with that as well. So no panics on that. If you don't have a subscription to Trend Rebel, here's how you do it. That's how you get that all set up. There are some videos here on how to put Discord into WAP so your integration works and all this stuff opens up to you. Otherwise, you won't see any of it. It's stupid. It's a little bit complicated, but once that's done, that's probably the hardest thing that you'll have to do in order to integrate with us so that we can share everything that we do with you. We're WAP verified. Here's how you cancel your subscription if you sign up for us and you want to leave. And then there's also WAP support here. We have some disclosures. Disclosures are important because, and those are right here, because we want to make sure you guys understand that it is a your risk scenario. So just flipping over here, we have a couple of things here. Go ahead and click on the buttons here. I just redid them all. That's why there's nobody on there. And then we have a new addition due to the court system here that emojis are now indicative of financial advice. So that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, but that's the way it is. So anyways, just so you understand all of that. Next one is a stock journal. So this is a free journal. You can go ahead and click on this link here. That will take you to stockjournal.com. They provide you with the ability to record your trades for free. There are paid services that do this too and integrations into your brokers. I highly recommend this one. The reason I recommend this one is it forces you to enter your trades into the journal yourself. It shows good stats in terms of your win-loss ratios and your win-loss amounts so that you get a better understanding of your trading habits and behaviors. And it's something you can share with me so I can look at it. It is work, though. It is extra work, and it may be something you're not interested in. But please, if you want to be a good trader, you got to keep track of what you're doing in some capacity. Otherwise, you're just running amok. Okay, and then after that section, we come into the next one. So here's the startup list for this, just so you understand things. We've got a conversation about which chats you use, how to get roles, how to set up alerts, your viewing area on Discord. We're going to do all that manually here with you, so you don't have to read all this stuff if you watch this video. But if you want to remember how, you can always reference back to this. Notifications, expert reversals, and updating your indicators, all this stuff here. We have a casino in here too, just to let some steam off so you can do some other trading that is not going to affect your account balance. And then we have a general overview, which will be replaced by this video. Also down below that, we have some videos in here. All our videos are hosted in WAP, so we don't keep them in Discord anymore. I put them all in WAP because they're easier for you guys there. So you can look at all the ones in Bootcamp. Here's a link to get you there. Our weekly live calls. We have our some video series that I did, and I also now do a daily morning call with Jinja pre-market, and then I do a 4-hour candle swap at 1:15 Eastern Standard Time. All of those are located in WAP. Very easy to find once you get in there. ES and VIX. This is uh, a indicator that I utilize for everything. It's actually just 2 futures contracts that I follow, and there's some instructions on how to do that, but we'll go through all of that as well. And then also, if you're in the server, ask questions. Hold your hand up. If you don't know something, can't figure something out, don't know why something is what it is, then you need to ask. That's how I can help you. Most people don't. If you do ask, then you will be helping everybody else out too, because there's a lot of people that have the same question who are afraid to ask. One of the things that you will notice though is that there are all these tags here that I can click on to go places. Some of yours may say when you go on there unavailable or unknown or no access or something like that. That is because you haven't selected the roles. And I'm going to show you roles in a second. Just want to just make sure we've got all this stuff. So indices, you can follow all of our individual tickers. I post data on 39 currently tickers per day. That is a tremendous amount of research that I pull and aggregate and then kind of solidify into a single structure, which I'm going to share with you guys, and post them in individual channels so that you can actually follow what you want and you don't have to follow what you don't. But if you want to also talk on the floor, it's been Trading Floor is our main discussion channel. That is where we can talk anytime you want to. We also have a trading lounge for kind of backup if you want to. And then Jinja also has a channel here, which I need to add into here. And it is called the Jinja Watch List. So you can also chat directly with Jinja here. All of these channels are acceptable to have conversations in and go from there. DGen Day Trades. This is our casino. So that's where casino is for that. And then we have that's it. So that's everything on here. So let me just scroll back up here as we just kind of flush through the start here portion of this. We did disclosures already. Subscriptions, that's just where you subscribe. So it gives you a link on how to subscribe. Referrals, if you want to refer some of your friends or whatever, you can actually get a piece of their revenue from that. And then we have some reviews just in case you want to see what people actually say about us. They're also available on WAP, and then you can see stuff on Facebook too. An anonymous poll in case you want to provide us with some additional information about you or about stuff, so it helps us guide towards who we're speaking to, so that we don't. This is anonymous though. We have no idea what the content is there. So once you're done with this section, the awesome thing is you see this little carrot right here. You click that, the whole thing disappears. You no longer have to worry about that. That disappears. So that's just gone, which is great. Next thing we have is our public access. So if you're just popping in here, you'll probably pop into the lobby. This is a lobby. This is just say hello. This is, I don't have access to your server yet. I need information. I need help, something along those lines. We do not talk to people in here. From the outside world. You should not talk to people in here. This is open to the outside world. Discord is a awesome service. I love the server and the way it works and everything else. However, this particular channel opens us up to scammers. So you can be in conversation with scammers. Matter of fact, I just deleted a scammer yesterday who posted in the scammer channel. This is a good time to note 2 things about scammers. One, there is we do not DM at all. We do never ever DM you. And there are fake bananas and fake Jinjas out there who want your money. So we will never direct message you. And for an example, as you might get a direct message that might look like this, it'll have my name with a little period next to it or something like that. And the logo and everything else looks all identical. I'm not messaging you. I don't need to. If you need me, I am 1 click away in the ticket system or on the trading floor or in WAP, anywhere you need me, but I will not direct message you here on Discord. It is an absolute violation, and we do not want you guys to remember. I've had people who have lost money with the scammer, so we stay away from that. DexBot reversals. This is for some reverse arbitrage stuff. If you want to learn more about this, you can click on the pin up here. That pin opens up this message here and explains what it is. It also gives you a guide and a YouTube video on it as well. So you can kind of get an understanding of what that is. Or you can jump to the first message by clicking on that, take you all the way up here. You can read through that and see how that goes and look at all the history of that. Just a fun little sidetrack piece going there. Next is earnings. So we have an earnings card that I post every week. It covers 2 weeks of data. It's turned into 2 cards, large cap and small cap. I have some analysis in here too that gives you some numbers based on prior earnings reports and what the actual stock did to help you read earnings and be able to understand better what to expect when earnings happen. So we can go through this there, and I actually should do a whole separate video on what all that is, and also grab some stuff from Earnings Whisperers that's not on our card, so you know who else is on deck with that. After that, we have our 3 news channels: economic news, which is basically geopolitical, also ticker specific stuff like that. Stock ticker only news, which will give you kind of indications on whether it's volumes or contracts or stuff like that, and then crypto as well, and individually. So you can mute these and whatever, and this is a good place to show you how to do that. One of the things that you can do is you can right click on these channels and click on notifications, and you can say nothing or only mentions or something like that too, so that you don't get a beeping noise every time something pops on. And that is important because there's a lot going on in the server and you don't want to be getting that all the time. So you can do that for each one. You can also do that for the entire category by clicking on the category. For instance, if I click on public access with my right click button, I can go here and I can go to nothing, and then I can go to collapse the category so I don't have to see it. And I'm going to show you this again one more time as we get a little bit further down. All right, most important part, subscriber access. Once we get past all that, this is now you are a subscriber, and these are the channels that you will see or not see. And how you determine what you see and don't see is in this channel right here with the little beeping lights on here. It's very, very important. Channel is the most important channel that we have. We open it up just like everything in Discord. We start at the bottom, which is unfortunate. So we go down to the bottom here, and I put this nice little button here to bring you all the way to the top. So how do we know what's going on? Here, tells us our roles-based server. That means that any time you want to have access to a specific thing, you need to select that access. You can read this and click on these links. This takes you right to what it's talking about here. But what we're going to do is we are just going to go through it manually here so that you have it all. Now, the first thing you can do, and please don't do it, and I should make this like the last thing of the thing, is you can click on this A, and that will give you all the roles that you have available to you. So that will lift you up and give you everything, and then all of a sudden you'll have an additional 150 channels, which you do not want. So please don't click the A because then you're going to spend all day unwinding all of that from you. So instead, think about what you do want. Now, when you sign up with WAP, the first thing it does give you the announcement role, and it gives you the videos role by default. But in case you want to get rid of those, you can unclick them here. You can click and unclick, and that will take it off. And then you can also, in this area, add the earnings reports channel. So that channel that I just showed you right here, that earnings channel is not visible to you. You need to actually click this button in order to add that channel. Once you click it, you'll see the earnings channel pop up, and you now have access. And that's how this works. So starting here with futures, we look at this. This is ESM. This is one of the biggest things that we utilize to look at indication of what's happening and how we are actually going to be trading. And the emoji to the left is this little crystal ball. So in order to add access to this channel, we have to click this crystal ball. So that looks like here, all of a sudden you click it, this will open up and this will be available here. So we can turn it on and turn it off. Unfortunately, because I am the server owner, it will not take it away from me. I have to see it all, so I can't do anything with that. But you can go ahead and add VIX by clicking the pill. You can add NQ by clicking the 100, the gold, futures by clicking the gold chart, etc. That's all it is you click on all the ones that you want, and you can unclick on them if you decide you don't want them again. I do leave spaces in between in case I need to add stuff later to try to keep things organized. Here are indices. So these are all the indices. You just click on the corresponding emoji. If you want Labu, you click on the ghost, and the ghost is over here, and that will add that for you. So all you do is you go ahead and you say, I want all of these channels. I like all these indices except for I don't like GRNY, and I definitely want my nukes. And a couple of emerging market pieces I'll take, and XLV, definitely want that, and CRE for banking, sure, why not? And I'll take the yen so I can follow China. So you just add those on there, and then you are good to go. And those channels will all show up in here. Then we have move on. These are more indices, and then so on. And then here's for stocks, same thing. Amazon, click the books. Target, click the shopping cart. AMD, click the laptop. Starbucks, click the coffee. Netflix, click the movie screen, etc. So try not to bore you guys by going through it, but here's some more stocks here that we have. I'm only allowed to do a certain number per message. That's why they're grouped. And you keep going. So more stocks here, more stocks here. One more stock here that we just added, CRDO, like that one. And then we have crypto. So here goes crypto. If you want to add Bitcoin, you can add BTC right there. You can add Coinbase coin. I know it's a stock, but it's crypto related. We try to keep them grouped together. And then we have, and that's it for those. Next thing we have is a paid for service that I have for you guys called TradyTix. So you can go to their website and look at it, but you have full access to it all here on our Discord for free. That is whether you are a subscriber or not. You can access all of these channels on TradyTix just by coming in here. If you want to eliminate them or add specific ones, you can go ahead and do this. Highly recommend, if you can do anything with TradyTix, just go ahead and click on that question mark for Ask Trady. That is the most useful channel that is outside of anything Jinja and I do. I'm Banana, by the way. Is going to be this Ask Trady button that will give you access to charts, to GEX levels, to all sorts of things that you can ask it, and that will continue to feed you information there. If you want to just follow the flow of different things, there's a lot of different channels with some scalps ideas, some dark pool money following, options flows, insider trades, information, stock breakouts. So really some interesting pieces here you can go ahead and utilize that way. But most importantly is that Ask Trady, so you can actually go. If you do access that, let me just take you there for a second. I know I'm stuttering now. Here is Ask Trady is up above this here. TradyTix, there we go. So you go into Ask Trady or any of the channels, and just like in the DexBot channel, you can go ahead and click this pin button. Each channel has a link that's going to give you a video with full-on instructions on how to do it. And this particular channel also has all of the commands you can utilize in order to execute anything on the server. So for instance, if I want to find the net flow of SPY, I can go ahead here and click /net flow, and I'll click on this and it'll give me a little prompt. What symbol do I want? I want SPY. And then I click on the +3 more, and I'm going to say I want it from the last 3 days. And what else do I want? The start date is going to be today. I think it was today. I'm not sure how I did that. Oh, sorry, here it is. Year. All right, so 2026 -07 -22. And that's it. And we just go ahead and click it there and let it go ahead and give you that information. This is going to go to the TradyTix server. It's going to ask that information and spit it back out to us so that we have the full thing. There are videos on each and every one of these channels. So here's the net flow for SPY for that particular period. If you want to know more about what all those functions are, there are videos on WAP that do them all. The access to those videos is through WAP, or you can go ahead and click this link here in the pinned messages, so that will take you to all of the videos. And each one of these things has, like Bullseye, for instance, if I clicked on that, click on the pinned message, it has access to its video. So there's all the access there so that you understand what's going on is located in there. Easy peasy. All right, so you're going to add whichever whichever ones you want from TradyTix here. Again, there's a lot of good information in here for TradyTix. Then below that is DGen Trader. This is for our casino. Definitely want to have access to the casino. The casino is located in here, DGen Day Trades. You click on this channel will show up. You go in there, and once every couple of days, I think I post instructions for you so you can see how to go. You can get tokens in order uh, to use them in the casino by collecting on a daily basis, or anytime you chat in any of the channels, it gives you a token per word. So you are always earning to be able to do it. And then you can do things like play roulette, and you can bet how much you want to do and the number you want to do it on, and click enter, and then it will say I have bet a bet of 100 on 21, and there's 15 seconds left in that to go. Other people can join in and put bets on that too, and you can also do things like blackjack and other things. Anyway, this is designed to keep you. I didn't win. This is designed to keep you occupied when you are trading, or you're trying to do some trading. If you're over trading, if you need to let off some steam, come in here, waste some money, spend millions, ask me for more. I can always send you more. It's just supposed to be fun. We trade in Flaming Poo. That is the currency of choice for the DGen Trade channel. Going back up to the server access, we're going to go through. So we did the casino, DexBot reversals. If you want to get notified, you can go ahead and click that to get notified. Help me roll. This is a role that you are automatically assigned when you sign up for the server. This is the Homer going back into the bush. And what you can do is, if you have a one-on-one with me, I take it off. If you don't, I leave it on so that I know that I haven't had any time with you and that you may not know what I am talking about, so that I am aware of that so I can help you. If you feel that you don't want help and you don't want Homer, just come in here, turn it on and then off, and that will remove the role from you, and you no longer have the Homer role. Starting to add some stuff here in terms of locations. You can add your locations to things that you want. If you have one that is not on here, just let me know and I will add it in terms of country stuff like that. So that's it there. That is the most important channel in terms of setting up, is getting all the roles and everything else you need on there. All right, now once that's done, you won't need that. Then we go into announcements. This is, I try not to inundate you guys with stuff, but sometimes I will change a indicator around, and so I'll notify you if there's numbers coming out, geopolitical or otherwise, or stuff like that. I will notify you in here too of things that I think are important. And I'll put it out in here too. 4th of July, hello, stuff like that. Trading View, there was a coupon and stuff like that. So anyway, relevant stuff, but nothing earth-shattering in there. Trading floor, this is our trading floor. This is where, when we are not live, this is where you will find us so that you can chat with us. So this is the main chat channel in our Discord. Jinja also has a channel. He posts some ideas that he's doing. He also likes to gloat about all the money he makes. So he will put that in here too. He's an excellent trader. And when he gives us some swing trade ideas or some other trades, he will try to keep it organized in this channel, which you're welcome to pop in on. Podium is my kind of long-term outlook. I will on 1 or 2 Sundays a month, I will post my outlook on here for you so that you can see what I am expecting to happen and participate in that way. So you can just get an idea of my bias. So this is really a my bias section. Every day I will post a daily pointers list. So here's today's, for instance, and I will give you kind of my bias of what's going on. I'll go through market context of what has happened in the overnight session from yesterday to today. I will tell you some details about that. I will go into the sectors that are affecting it, the individual tickers that are, the ones that I cover, their information and how that works, and how they interchange and what to look out for. I'll also give you a kind of a pre-market summary, things to look out for on individual tickers so that you can actually plan your day around those. And then I will also give you kind of an overview of the whole thing afterwards so you can get kind of a little summary of it all there. Then I'll tell you what to do in terms of these stocks. I never tell you what to do. I tell you what I'm going to do looking at different tickers and how things are played out for that. On the individual stocks that I cover, you can go ahead and click any one of these, and these will take you right to those channels so you can get the individual ones. This is just my daily briefing. This is one part of what I do every morning, is post this. The other part that I do is I post all the stuff for the individual tickers. So you can click on that. It will take you right to that channel, and then you will get the day's printout for this channel here. So for instance, this is CRDO. This is my new darling AI slash server stock that we like. It'll give you the bias for the day, the bias for the week, the bias for my 30-day count going forward. It'll tell you the close, the pre-market, where we were. This is great reference information too, so you can go back to it and get that information from the past. So this prints every single morning I put this in. I'll give you the structure of where we are in terms of SMAs, as also in terms of where analysts are and other things that are going. I'll tell you what has changed over the night. I'll show you what this is related to in terms of other in the cohort or in the sector that are part of it. I'll tell you how it's behaving in relation to that. I will also tell you where the safety net notes are, where the barriers are, what are the things we need to work out with it. And then I'll give you a scenario of basically 4 different possibilities of where we are. They're different depending on the day, so they aren't always the same one. I have like 8 different sets that I utilize to try to determine what fits best for this particular ticker. I'll give you that kind of set of what's going on, and then I will tell you where we are. So we are in rejection. D556 rally stop 607 short. D50 gave back 2.42%. Reclaim needs to close above 230. I'm looking at CRDO right now. We're at 231, so we have reclaimed. We need to close there though. And then I'm going to give you an if then. So here's trading information, not advice, not, this is what you have to do. This is stuff that makes sense. This is stuff that based on all the analyst data that I have put together, all of these kind of things and everything that I've worked out with all my notes and research, this is stuff that I think is relevant. So if 230 clears on a close, the daily 50 flips to support, and the weekly 9 is the next test. There are also potential for trading pieces of information here on what to actually do if you see certain there, which you can do. These if-then statements here also show up on your charts every morning. So you don't, if this is, I think, is the most important piece of the information, if you don't care about anything else or don't want to be in the know and you just want to just know where the boundaries and pieces are, this shows up on your chart every morning. And then the other thing is the context here, which is basically a quick trade concept for you on this. So second order AI semi name with their blah, blah, blah. So you can go through that really easily. Now we're going to go back up to where I was, which was on the daily. So I went to daily there. Swings, I try to do 1 or 2 a week for swing trades. These are deep analyses for individual tickers. I owe you guys a couple of these, but basically they take an incredible amount of resources to put together. It's about a 20 to 30 page document, actually I should say 8 to 20 page document, which analyzes all of the boundaries from structural to SMA to everything else that I cover and look at, and really goes into the depth of where the company is, what's happening, what the fail safes are, what its relationship is to competitors, et cetera. Gives you an idea, and then I grade it at the end and tell you what the particular swing trade looks like from a standpoint. I don't always know when I start them. So I will look at a ticker and I will think that, hey, this is going to be a great swing trade. But at the end of the day, when I grade it, I might give it a C minus. And that might not be a trade that you want to take. But instead of throwing all the research out, I put it up here for you anyway so that you can kind of go through it. This is in Google Docs. Your access to this is here. You click on the link and I have it so it's able to share to our subscribers. I've seen these outside of our group too, which is good to know. Love it that people share them. I'm glad that you guys are finding use out of them. Trading Lounge, this is just a backup discussion. If you want to have something off topic or you want to talk about something on a slower level and don't want to interrupt what else is going on, you can always pop in the Trading Lounge and talk. Profits, so this is where we want you guys to kind of show off. Say, hey, look what I did. And so we can kind of see what you're doing. You could also explain your trades if you wanted to here. They get immortalized on here. Sometimes I'll grab them and I'll post them on our socials as well so that we can gloat at how well you guys are all doing. Pinned messages, this is if I put a special pin on a message, it will go in here, meaning that this information I thought was strong enough in order for everybody to take a look at it. I don't do this too often, so it's only when I type something or somebody else types something in one of the main channels and it's not part of a lesson, but I think it should be. I'll pin it. You'll see a little button, a little white dot next to this on to the left that says, hey, there's new pin message here. Come on in, take a look. Charts. This one's easy. So this is really this is for you. So once you have TradingView, I can share any one of the charts that I've created with you, and you can just completely adopt it. All you have to do is click the link on the particular chart, and then once the chart opens, you're going to go click and save as and create a name for it, save as, and then it's now part of yours. Now it opens up in Chrome, so you have to save it so that it can use on your desktop app or even on your phone, because Chrome is horrible with TradingView. Do not use TradingView in Chrome. It's a terrible experience, and it is 90% of what people do when they first start with it because they don't know that the other's available. So please just understand that this is the only way it sends you these charts, and then you save them, and then they'll be able to be opened on your desktop. So what charts are available? All of my charts. Any of my charts that are here or not here. If you want a chart that you've seen me use, you just tell me on the trading floor, open a ticket, whatever you want to do. If you want me to create a chart for you, specific to a ticker that I don't even cover, I'm happy to make one for you. They're good templates. They're easy to use, and there gives you access to what I'm doing, so you always have it there in case you need it. Video. So this is just really an alert channel for you too, or if you want to go back and find out which video was on which day, and you don't feel like scrolling through WAP, you can do it here. So for instance, here was the pre-market call that I did this morning, pre-market July 22nd. That's it. You click on that, that takes you right to the WAP video for the pre-market this morning. And then you can watch that video, and that's it. And if you want to go to yesterday's close, the 4-hour candle swap, you can click on this. That'll take you to that video. You'll know that there's a new video because this channel will get a little white dot next to it open up, and so you know that there's there. Socials repost. So here's the thing. I do stuff that I don't always post in here into the Discord server. It's redundant. It's nothing new. It's nothing special there. But I do put stuff out in the socials. But to be fair, so that you guys don't have to hunt around for it, I will make sure it always shows up in here. So no matter what I post anywhere, it will always be accessible through Discord, whether it's a link or whatever, you'll have it here. So I just make sure you guys all have it there. That's it. We did DGen day trades already. That was the casino. Whale Talks for Whales. And we did trading ticks. That's fine. We do competitions on occasion. We haven't done one in a while. It's time to start thinking about that again. And you have our voice channels. So Jinja does his live trading from 9:30 in the morning, actually 9:20ish, 9:30 in the morning till sometimes around 11:30 in the morning. But you can always find out what's going on there. You see people in there. My banana phone, that's the phone. That's the channel that I use for my pre-market and my 1 o'clock candle swap call, which is coming up. And then webinar is the one that we are on right now that you can utilize there. If you do sign up for Jinja mentorship, this is where it's going to be here. If you do sign up for Banana one-on-ones, this is not where it's going to be. It's going to be through Google. If we're having trouble with Google, I will revert you over to here as a backup. Then we have some operational channels that we utilize. And then we have a suggestion channel too for you if you want to see things moving forward in your direction there. Need any help? Click on this button. You can open up a ticket right here. That will open up a ticket between you, me, Jinja, and Dex. So we are all on hand to help you answer. I see these all the time and I respond all the time. So please just be a little bit patient if it's wee hours in the morning and give me a chance to roll through it. But I do try to get these timely. And once you have a ticket open, you cannot open another until I close that ticket. I close tickets when I think I've answered them. So if I think I've answered them, I will close it. It'll be gone. Do not be offended or think that you can't open another ticket immediately after. Please feel free to open another ticket. Don't worry about that at all. I just like clearing them from my desk. If I kept scrolling down, you'd see that I have hundreds of tickets and I just try to close them. Now, if I leave your ticket open, it's because I think you probably still want to talk to me, or maybe you're still uncomfortable and you need some more action, some more conversation to go through. So I might leave your ticket open for a prolonged period of time. You're welcome to close your own tickets too if you want to, but don't worry about it. Not a big deal. If you need a one-on-one with me, you can go ahead and click on this link. That'll take you to the scheduler on WAP, and you'll do it there. If you need a one-on-one with Jinja, you can go ahead and sign up on WAP for that too. He does offer coupon codes if you ask nicely as well. All right, that is the Discord. That is all that is there. The other thing too, I do want to show you too, is if you want to go into your user settings as a personal level here and go into your, where is that? Maybe account, here, data and privacy, no, account, security, that's not it. You want to, messaging permissions, maybe this. Yeah, you want to go into your messaging settings and you want to make sure that your direct messages are um, are turned off. So you want to turn these off. I have to leave them on because I run the stuff, but turn them off so that nobody can message you. You don't want friend requests or messages in Discord at all. It's scammy and we stay away from it. So please do that. That's a good last minute setting there. All right, now I think I have run through everything there. If I can find where we are, here we are. I'll pop in there. And okay, Ginger says me an excellent trader. Very funny. All right, I actually have time for a couple questions. I know there's not a lot of you here, but if anybody did have a question, feel free to ask me, and I will do that before I close this out. And I do have a little bit of time. So anybody have any questions? Ginger, you understand everything now?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Awesome.
I do, banana. I do. Yeah, I think this was very helpful. That we should, so people can like in 5 or 10 minutes just go over it really quick and
Yeah.
see all. It's incredible the amount of
Yeah, you know what? I didn't
uh,
show, and I should. It's like if you
tools that
look on
we
the
have here.
side here, you can see these are all the futures that get
Yeah,
updated every day. Here's all the indices that get updated every
yeah.
day. Here's all the
It's amazing.
stocks that get updated every day. And
Just
here's all the
amazing the
crypto.
amount of
So, yeah,
information.
you just click on anything you
Yeah,
want.
and then on top of that, you have all the daily pointers. We have a trading ticks for free as well, which is a great tool to follow to see what the market behavior is and where you expect the move to happen. Uh, and then we have all our live trading floor, my trading channel as well. So people, I think they need to really understand how this works. I think this is very beneficial for everyone.
Great. All right, good.
And for the ones listening right now, we will really appreciate because it will help the Discord.
Yeah,
Guys, if you took a trade from us and you're profitable, please put on profits. Also, a review on WAP will help us tremendous. If you can just give some reviews there about your experience, about the traders and all that, it just opens the door for a bigger community and to build trust in the ones that are seeing us for the first time.
good
That's it.
idea. Good idea, Ginger. Thank you. All right, I'm going to stop the recording and where is that here? I'm going to stop the recording and that's